Hey guys, so my name is Tanmay Sai. I'm an 18-year-old that's gonna describe and talk to you about why I'm entering the realm of YouTubing and why I'm possibly looking at, sharing content that ranges from automotive stuff to behind the scenes stuff to how am I planning to support all my plans and essentially inviting you all to sort of join my journey across this particular platform. And so let's get started with the video. Please do like, share, subscribe. Uh, yeah, I'm going to be dirty plugging it every time. But yeah, so hi. So, what is my biggest inspiration to start this channel? Well, some of my early childhood memories of watching content creators, cars on YouTube, such as Auto Alex, Shmi150, TDE, uh, from watches, Nico Leonard, and a lot of business stuff online. Now, why did I fall for all this? Well, you need money, and I have a raging addiction right now to make some money. And I decided that in order to achieve all of this, you basically need to have a certain amount of income. So, how do you do all this? Well, this is exactly why I wanted to start this channel. It's only because that I want to share my love for cars, given the fact that as an 18-year-old, I do not have the luxury or the kind of interface that I'm going to have, unlike how predecessors who actually was there during the time where the sort of car movement boomed. But it's going to be an interesting level of achieving at least XYZ amount of cars at some definitive time, but as early as possible. So I really wanted to, record content which is not only car based, but also business based in the sense of how you could possibly start something to achieve a point where you could probably comfortably buy your car, or I don't know whether you want to help out your family, because that's also what I want to do. Because, well, parents are growing old and you got to take it up. You got to be there for your family at all times. Well, that's just a side thing, but it's definitely, I'm very interested in wasting all of my income on cars. Yep, it's worse than cocaine addiction, but that's a whole other story. So, what is the sort of content that I intend to put in this YouTube channel? Well, for starters, I definitely want to go for road trips because obviously cars, you're going to build them up and you're going to drive them. Say no to garage queens. That's some of the contents that I want to do. I want to drive to west, east to west coast in the United States. I want to go up to Canada. I want to drive throughout Europe. I want to try doing Africa, even though it seems logistically very tough. But I want to do some challenges too along the way. And another road trip that I actually want to do at the very first juncture of this, uh, since announcing this YouTube channel, is definitely going to be India to Singapore and maybe towards Vietnam and stuff. So I really don't know how I'm going to plan this out because it's going to be humongous. But this is where I would like any kind of partners or videographers to join in. Well, I can't really give you a fixed amount of income because obviously I have to build up my subscribers, but I'd be sure as hell to definitely help you guys out no matter what. It will be extremely helpful to sort of have this added bonus income, which I can definitely put in into making content much better. The second kind of content that I actually really am passionate about is actually podcasts. The thing is, podcasts allow us to, share some of the behind the scenes or personal challenges that we can't really put out on MP4 formats, and basically having a nice real chat. This is something that I definitely want to look into and, take some of my friends perhaps into the podcast who I have amazing stories with. But I also want to go and, talk to big entrepreneurs, car guys, etc., etc. But take it with an 18-year-old angle. find inspiration and find sort of other elements that perhaps 18-year-old and above ages would like to seek inspiration from. Finally, the third kind of content that I really want to produce is basically personal vlogs. You see, I really love going to the gym. I love making music. Even though I'm not very vocal about it with my friends, but music and gym and just real estate, cooking, etc. is something that I have a passion for. It's a hobby. You can call some of it an hobby, but I thought this would really solidify a personal angle to it, how I'm going to be juggling around all these stuff while trying to start up a content creation business, you know, podcast, YouTube shoots, so on and so forth. You don't know how life is going to be. And I hope that I want to show that sort of gradual change across how things are going to go about in the upcoming years. I am really committed to this YouTube channel, as you can see, and I just hope that I don't make an absolute living hell or ass out of myself. I hope that's allowed. You, Dhruv, you might have to beep it out. So, some of the questions that you might also be asking is how is this channel really going to work behind the scenes? And that's actually a really good answer, really good question, and I'm going to give you a very vague answer. So, if you click right somewhere over here, you lead to a channel which is run by my dearest friend, Dhruv Deshpande. Dhruv Deshpande is actually an interesting person when it comes to computer science, and he's not only an interesting person in CS, he's actually my dearest of friends who I made when I was actually in 12th grade. And over the years, over the months actually, coming reaching years now, uh, I've been privileged to actually work with him on a lot of events, uh, be giving him one-to-one business and social advice as he volunteered for a lot of months and etc. But also the fact that we actually ran a quiz club together, where we successfully held over two rounds, which was unfortunately called Megamind, and the picture, yeah, I was forced into it. I was held at gunpoint and I was forced into it. But I'm really glad that I have a friend like Dhruv Deshpande who's actually going to help me edit some of the videos. Of course, in the long run, I really don't know if he can because studies. He's now in university. He's really going on and is moving on to the next factor of his life, his next stage of his life. And as much as I would like to rely upon him in the future, I really don't want to sort of invade his time into this. But whatever said and done, he is actually my content creator advisor because he's actually a content creator somewhat himself. So he knows how to do YouTubing and recording and editing and stuff. And he's basically, because of all this, the fact that I like to keep things fair and square. He's actually sort of a co-founder of this channel, even though the face and the ideas and the stuff is all mine. So in the long run, I would really require videographers and stuff. Definitely roles are going to be there because I'm planning to launch a whole sort of different companies related to videography and stuff. So I really would require top videographers and stuff who have experience or same age as me who's trying to make it big. They have the equipment, but they really don't have anything to a person to shoot with. I'd really be happy to take them on board. So maybe in the description below I'll ask through to put some details where you can reach out, and perhaps that would be really amazing and I can really work out something. And yeah, once this is monetized and stuff, yeah, you guys can yeah, you'll definitely get paid, hopefully. Yeah, that's my bad. So while this introduction video is going to be quite short-lived, I will definitely be channelizing a lot of content into individual videos and perhaps podcasts. But while I know that this possibly might not be the sophistication and the kind of thing you wanted to expect from this video. I'll be sure to really interact and plan videos out where I can possibly get into all these more in depth. And yeah, so even though I hate saying like, share, subscribe, I'm really desperate for it. And so please like, share, subscribe, do comment. And if you do want to join this channel, uh, I don't know, I guess there'll be a button here. Please do be kind in the comments because, it's really hard, as I've seen a lot of content creators often fail, and I've seen a lot of subreddits where people actually are crying. But yeah, like, share, subscribe. See you soon.